Today, we will talk about 10 countries to visit before you die. France, Spain, Italy, Thailand. These countries are on everyone's bucket list. And of course, everyone heard about how great they are. In this list, I'm taking a different approach. I don't feel like talking about the places you all know well. You won't find Maldives, London, or Australia here. I want to show you some of my favorite countries I've been to. But from those, I chose the countries that are totally forgotten by the tourist magazines, travel bloggers, or TV shows. You've probably never thought of visiting them or never heard that some of them even exist. And thanks to the media, you most likely hold a negative perception. 10. Albania. I've mentioned already many times that Albania remains my favorite country I've ever been to. And there are a few reasons for that. It was the first country that when people heard where I'm going, they said, "Why would you go there? Are you out of your mind?" Probably thanks to the negative stereotypes about this tiny country that's present in Hollywood movies. Now, having shown them the photos, they understand and suddenly they want to visit it too. I can easily tell you why you should go to Albania and why it was my favorite. 9. Kazakhstan. This large Central Asian country is virtually unknown in the West. It's only associated with the comedy film Borat, and the way it is portrayed there would probably be the usual perception people would have about Kazakhstan. When you visit, however, nothing will surprise you more. The large cities, such as Almaty and ultra-modern Astana, are far from what you might have expected. Note that in Astana, you will find multiple brand new skyscrapers and a huge shopping mall in the shape of a nomadic tent. On the top floor of that tent, there's an artificial beach made with sand transported from the Maldives. When it comes to nature, if Kazakhstan was located in the West, it would be one of the most popular destinations. 8. Panama. Panama is not a very touristy country. Most of the tourists prefer to go to the neighboring Costa Rica. I visited both, and it was Panama that completely blew my mind. Central American capitals are not too charming, but Panama City was quite a surprise with its beautiful old town area, which is now being restored. But Panama City was not the best place in the country. Panama is a perfect beach destination. I suppose those were the best beaches I've ever seen in my life. Just off the northern coast of the country are the San Blas Islands situated, tiny paradise filled with coconut trees. 7. Azerbaijan. When I visited Azerbaijan, I knew it would be an exciting destination. Having seen its neighbors in Caucasus, Georgia, and Armenia, this forgotten part of the world remains one of my favorites. Azerbaijan is a small country and a couple of days is enough to see quite a lot. The capital, Baku, is a mix of old and new. The walled old town contrasts with the city modern glass skyscrapers, especially the Flame Towers building, which glows with different colors after dark. 6. Slovenia. This tiny country has a surprisingly high number of places to visit, and because of its size, it's very easy to travel around. Squeezed between its more famous neighbors, like Italy and Croatia, it remains a bit forgotten by the tourists visiting the region. Places like the Lake Bled or the Prijama Castle are relatively popular. But did you know that Slovenia has an amazing Mediterranean towns similar to those in Italy and the spectacular trails in the Alps? Also, the country can boast one of the most beautiful rivers in Europe, Soka River, that has a few gorges, as well as medieval bridges and a rare color of a tropical sea. 5. Georgia. It's a shame that so little is known about this fascinating little country squeezed between the Caucasian Mountains and the Black Sea. Few know that this is the land of ancient history and empires predating the Roman Empire, where wine originated millennia ago. When we landed in Georgia, we got a bottle of wine as a gift while crossing the passport control desk. Up to this day, you can find ancient cave dwellings carved in the steep cliff walls that remember those glorious times. It is still possible to enter and walk through the passages that lead from one level to another. 4. Cape Verde. Cape Verde is the part of the larger group of archipelagos called Micronesia. Many famous vacation destinations belong to that group, such as the extremely popular Canary Islands or Portuguese Madeira. The islands of Cape Verde also aspire to be the next hot summer destination. The flights from Europe are getting cheaper, and the island of Sal is slowly becoming a beach spot with its wide, sandy beaches. However, Cape Verde Islands are so amazing not only because of the beach and sea. 3. Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan is a country that no one knows anything about. It's not that easy to enter, but not as difficult as it may seem. This country was one of the most exciting destinations, as I hadn't known what to expect at all. There's virtually no information available, and I've never heard of anyone traveling there. And to be honest, these were the main reasons I was really keen to see it for myself. And it was like a different planet, or a parallel universe. The country's cities are modernized and revitalized, especially Ashgabat, which is a world record-breaking white marble capital. The architecture is ultra-modern and yet incorporates a local twist. I've never seen such style mixing marble, glass, and fanciful geometrical shapes. The bus stops have shops with the newest phones and other electronic gadgets. All this is vividly illuminated. From afar, Ashgabat resembles a fun fair. But it's surprisingly quiet, maybe because it is a show-off capital. Like in quite a few similar places. 2. Lebanon. Lebanon is an amazing forgotten destination. Due to the unfortunate events of the region, virtually no one from the West travels there anymore. However, contrary to our expectations, in Beirut, we felt safer than Western Europe. And it's a myth that Lebanon is not visited by tourists anymore. It is, and it's extremely lively. But the people come here from the East rather than from the West. For such a small country, Lebanon has a lot to offer, culinary, architecturally, and nature-wise. 1. Norway. Norway is probably the only well-known country on this list. It does appear in the media as one of the happiest and best countries to live in. However, I bet it was not your first choice for summer vacation. I wanted to include Norway in this list as it hides, apart from the spectacular fjords, the Pulpit Rock, etc., a surprising hidden gem, Lofoten Islands, which so far was the most beautiful place I've seen. Did you know that the northern Norway, the Lofoten Islands, although located above the polar circle, has white sand beaches and crystal clear turquoise waters, just like in the Caribbean? I bet you didn't. Me neither. And when I saw it for the first time with my own eyes, I was in shock. The beauty of this place is indescribable, and everyone should see it at least once before they die. Lofoten is not a place where you travel to reach one or two amazing destinations. It is a destination in itself, where after every turn something more and more incredible appears. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.